Hello, welcome to the art area. This is the third part. If you remember, we've done the craft area, where it's what we're going to make, the science area, how we're going to get it done, and this is perhaps the newest one, the area where we have the most problems, where we see conflict, motivation, we have trouble with decision making, and perhaps even team development. And so this is the first place we get to sit down. We sit as a group, we look at each other, we discuss things. We have some exercises here that will help us, things like stakeholder engagement, where they are and where we need them to be, and motivation, of course, using Maslow or other, some kind of a technique to help us to vocalize, and perhaps see some actions that would help us to improve stakeholder engagement. We also look at team development using perhaps the Tuckman-Jensen model of forming, storming, norming, performing, and adjourning. And that's measuring conflict and seeing what's the right way to manage conflict on this project as we go forward. So bringing these things together will help us to see the soft skills made real, made visible, and in particular brought early in the process. So while we're discussing what we're going to do, or while we're discussing how we're going to get it done, if we ever feel the conflict level getting too high, we would immediately come back over here and have a conversation about it, how we're going to work together. It's a very simplistic idea. We're all together at one level, and we see each other, we talk to each other. There are exercises to help us, tools and techniques, for example, to help us to do these things. But together it brings us to this newest area. And because of behavioral psychology, we're beginning to understand that the information on conflict management, decision making, motivation, these are all been written again, we think, and that humans are kind of strange in how we make decisions, and sometimes make pretty bad decisions. And so the biases that we have and taking account of those biases is what we try to capture over here. This is a very powerful part of those big project meetings we have, these workshops, and we hope you'll see it as something quite important. So the emotions in particular we're talking about here are anger, or sadness, or fear, or disgust. And we're thinking about these kind of things when we're sitting here, how we're going to work together as a team, how we're going to overcome these conflicts, what approach will we take, whether it's avoiding it at the moment, or forcing it to make it happen, or finding a compromise, or reaching a consensus, perhaps. These are the kinds of things we'll do here. So as our projects become more global, as we look for metaphors, baseball analogy, for example, to express things, it can become more confusing. And if you can be in the room where it happens, perhaps language is a lesser part of it because we understand the broader context. And that's, I think, why this area becomes very important to us. We hope you enjoy these videos. We hope you will come and visit us at pmpulse.com to get more information on the individual activities. And we look forward to seeing you in one of our pods. Okay, thank you. I'm Frank Ryle.